In today's lesson, we're going to help you practice your listening skills as well as teach you some new words. When you're looking to practice your listening skills, it's always great to listen to a natural conversation or just somebody speaking about a topic and expressing their ideas, their thoughts, and their opinions. And that's what we're going to do today. We have a discussion that we're going to have you listen to, but not only that, we want you to pay close attention for certain words. We've taken some words from this discussion, and I'm going to tell you the meaning of these words. And as you listen to the discussion, we will highlight them for you so you can see how they're used in context. So let's have a look at the words. The first word is passionate. It's an adjective, and it means that you are expressing or showing strong emotion or feeling. And not only did I want to talk about this word, passionate, but also the preposition that follows. We say that you are passionate about something. Or somebody might just be talking and they say, teaching English, that's what we're passionate about. So when you're using this adjective, it's often followed by the preposition about. Passionate about. The next word or words is this. Aha moment, and this is an expression. So the word, when we say aha, it's an interjection, and it's like you're saying that, oh, you've discovered something. But when we say that something is an aha moment, what we're talking about is a moment or point in time when somebody suddenly realizes something and they suddenly discover something. And you say, that was an aha moment. I suddenly realized something. And it's brought on by an event or an experience that this person has. An aha moment. Then we have melodious. This is an adjective, and if something is melodious, it's talking about a sweet sound or a musical sound, just something that has a nice melody. You could say, it's melodious. Next is osmosis. Now, first and foremost, this is a chemistry term, but that's not what we're talking about in this discussion. When we're using it, you can say that you learn something through osmosis. They're saying that they gradually absorb information, and they're getting the information slowly and naturally, and they're absorbing it, and they learn it through osmosis. Next is steroids, and this word is a noun, and it means a chemical substance that helps us improve our strength and ability. A lot of times you might hear athletes taking steroids to enhance their performance, and generally it's illegal. They shouldn't be doing that. It's also used as an expression to compare something and say it's like it was on steroids. And when you say something's on steroids, you're basically saying that something was very strong, very powerful, and it's like it's on steroids. So as you're listening to us discuss the topic, keep an eye out for those words so you can see how they're used in context. And that's a really great way to learn new words because it just reinforces your overall understanding of the meaning. So let's begin.
Hello, welcome. Today I thought we'd sit down and talk about something that I think we're both passionate about. We're going to talk about why we started learning different languages.
What's your motivation for learning another language?
And we'll talk about what was ours when we started learning. Yeah, so, I'll ask you, I guess, first.
Why I started? Well, when I was in high school, I took German because we had to choose a language. But at that point, I think in my life, I wasn't interested in learning another language, unfortunately. So I didn't take it seriously. And it wasn't until I was in university that I decided I wanted to learn another language. And it was like a bit of an aha moment for me, realizing that, you learn another language that really opens things up. Not just as far as travel is concerned, but work opportunities. You have the ability to go to another country and work there and live there. So it just really made me realize how important it is. And since Spanish is a very important language in the United States, then that's what I started with, and I started learning Spanish. What about you?
So, to be fair, I've always been interested in languages. Like, even when if you guys don't know, I was born in Romania, but I think actually the language I wasn't interested in was English.
Really?
I thought it sounded ugly. Now it's kind of funny to think about those times, but I mean,
I've heard some
like
other
kindergarten or something.
I've heard other learners say that, like they think English, it's not a beautiful language.
Yeah,
but,
it's not like melodious. It doesn't sound as pretty as other languages, as other Romance languages. So I've always been interested in languages. And even as a kid, I'd watch cartoons in different languages. What got me, for example, I'll tell you about my experience with Spanish. What got me into Spanish is when we were kids, we used to watch these telenovelas, they call them. They're soap operas. And I like the Argentinian ones. It's just like a lot of dramatic TV shows where like everyone's cheating on each other and everything's crazy, and like it's just a...
Provided you with the right motivation to learn Spanish?
I kind of learned it through osmosis. Like I feel like there was just so much going on, and I was a kid.
That's what happens, yeah.
Yeah, and it was so fun, and like we'd keep watching them. Again, I was like a teenage girl. That was just a lot of fun, and I think it sounded pretty. I love the sound of Spanish. Especially, I think the ones I liked were the Argentinian ones. So like I really like I got a feel for the Argentinian accent. So that's how I started learning Spanish. So I keep learning languages because they sound pretty. I think that's my motivation.
Hey,
well, they're saying like
works.
Songs are nice, and I think they sound good. And I like poetry, so I can read that too. So for me, it's all personal. Obviously, work is another.
It can be a lot of different things. Travel, personal enrichment, like you
Travel's
said,
huge.
work. I think many of you out there probably learning English for work, or
well, the language I know most is English.
Maybe you want to study abroad, yeah.
That's what we just. That was like a fly on steroids. It was huge. Okay, so that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed that little conversation about why we started learning different languages. We'd like to know why you why are you learning English?
Why, yeah. What's your motivation?
Is it for business? Is it for fun? Is it for traveling? Is it for just because it's a world language? And at this point, I think it's very important. Why? Why are you trying to learn? And
let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. And if you enjoyed our conversation, hit that like button down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.